from a Marine amphibious assault.
You put that on the hood, homie.
Kill me if I don't find a damn
House love triangle.
but it's revolting.
No, you're revolting. Get off the airwaves and into therapy, buddy.
Oh, that's the problem with men. You're imbeciles.
And yet you married me.
God, don't rub it in. I did. I was desperate. That's all we have time
Who you
for,
think you
luckily.
fucking
The
with?
show is headed downhill. When you take the worst qualities of an elephant and a donkey, you get a lot of shit. We'll see you next time on I Say, You Say.
You said you liked me better.
I Say You Say is heard only on WCTR. Be thankful.
If you crave news, WCTR, West Coast Talk Radio.
The real-life fictional drama and lives behind the law in the show that is making America cry.
These IF-75s are a mess, and we're already 3 months late with the UCC addendum after we lost the 8th Circuit paperwork the first time around. Jeez, I really need to back off.
Law. They play hard, and they work hard. Really hard. Catch it Thursdays on Weasel before it catches you.
And now, the #1 show for vegetables on the radio. Gardening with Maurice.
Okay, we are back in the garden. I'm Maurice, and we must answer nature's call. Going to the phones. Greetings, garden lover. What's
You out of your
name?
mind.
Hi, my name's Trish.
Okay, is that short for Patricia?
Yeah.
Oh, then when I asked, it's name. It's not the nickname your skinhead boot-wearing friends call you at the rally. You should do less drugs and learn to try a bit harder. Next caller.
Hi, my name is Colleen, and my husband has a topiary problem.
This sounds serious.
Well, he started off small scale, just recreational usage, doing horses and cockroaches, yeah, unicorns, but it's kind of gotten out of control.
How so?
He just can't stop. I mean, people think it's all fun and games, but what happens when the party stops? What happens then?
Okay, just hold the phone. Hold the phone and get a grip, okay? At my house, when the party stops, we pay the gimp, get rid of the sailors, and 15 men start crying.
what I'm doing.
Well, that's your business. My husband's reached bottom. It's terrible. Giraffes, lions, elephants, rhinos, all of them carved out of hedges. Penguins, dogs, velociraptors, you name it.
Straight
He's
mad
made
now,
a lazy version.
What could be more natural than a man trimming a hedge into the shape of a therapeutic expand? When you can twist nature to your own perverse entertainment, then you know we've won. Eat me, Darwin.
But now he's trimming bushes into a spaceship, a rocket, and a lance. He runs around with hand clippers and screams, "Trim that brush! Hit our neighbors!" He even fastened his club into a kangaroo with a pouch and he's usually excited some night. Oh, he's freaking out on Bush. He needs help. Please, you've got to help me. I need help you.
Well, the Romans loved topiary, and look at their contributions.
I can't believe you hit me.
But as they say, if the grass is greener in the other fella's yard, then you bang his college son when the dad's out of town.
You wanna
Okay,
get
next
bucked,
caller.
bitch?
Whoops, hold on a second, I blasted him. There we go, all done.
My name's Henry.
Are you blaspheming?
I guess I am. I've really come into my own in the past few months since I joined the cult and began tithing money in exchange for...
Tell these off.
His way with, chopping them down and using the wood to fashion rocking horses and suggestive whirly gigs. Okay, we're running out of time, literally. But again, like a seed sown in a hurricane or a mushroom spore from outer space, I'm Maurice. Until next time, dig a hole and plant yourself.
You hit me, Buster. I'ma hit you back.
That was the show that generates more phone calls than any other on WCTR. Gardening with Maurice.
The news and all the other things that really matter to you. Like sensationalist bullshit.
The Tight End Zone is next. Brought to you by Lager Beer and Redwood Cigarettes. A game just isn't a game if you're not drunk and coughing.
You're now in the tight end zone. If someone's playing with a ball or two, we're there to talk about it. I'm your host, Derek Thackeray. Today on the big show, clearing out more housing projects for golf courses. Girls in skirts, and we revisit the rivalry that never dies. Liberty City Cocks and Beavers going at it again. Love it, loathe it. Buy the jersey, eat the junk food, call it athletics! I'm Derek Thackeray. Grab your balls and run, cause someone's gonna pin you to the ground and give it up the you-know-where. Winner takes all, including the General Warts. Who's on the line?
Why don't you boys ever talk about the real issue in sports today? The loss of tradition. I wore a leather helmet playing football. The left side of my face is paralyzed, but it was worth it. We won the game. I mean, my boy goes to high school, right? And he's actually given a choice of different sports to play. There's only one sport.
I know it's ruining this country's traditions and history.
I mean, I want him to be a big sports star so I don't have to work no more and he can afford all the drugs and hookers he wants. And he's only gone and started playing lacrosse. Ooh, look at me, I'm carrying my bag on a stick and wearing a skirt. Might as well teach my boy to hunt butterflies.
Okay, I guess you're right, no wrong. It all depends how you look at things. Any race fans out there? Hey, football fans, soccer fans, go home! We don't want you here! Your game is terrible, and we don't win at it. Next caller.
Hi, Derek, my...
So always let tricks know and freaks know we got that antidote. No, I'm not a sucker sitting in a house up.
Pull over! Life is not a game. Life is love. First caller.
Jess, remember me?
I told you, leave me alone!
Sometimes the heart is confusing, lady. So is the brain. You talk too much. If you look out the window, you will notice your car is on fire.
Oh my god!
Is back. Women know nothing about love. Ellos no saben nada. This is why I am here. Fernando was tired of hearing women on the radio with bad advice. Because if you close your eyes, you can be loving anyone, especially when you are alone on an airplane bathroom and people are knocking on the door and you keep flushing and flushing. Let's take a caller. Whose heart is on the line? Love is finally in the air.
Hi, I love the show. I'm in a great mood. My mistress just got her period.
I love that day.
I love my wife. I have 18 children and...
Why do you have so many children? Are you a man with a fire in his lungs and a hole in his tummy?
Well, I can't really talk about that. I'm passing on a tradition. They're using little souls or diploma.
You sound like you enjoy the fetal position and sucking your thumb.
Wow! How'd you know?
I always know. It's fine. Fernando loves to suck. It's so hot and sexy. Love yourself first, and then focus on others. You're number one. Your spouse is number two. And in the ultimate scenario, they're number three. And number two comes from Las Venturas phone book after you see Fernando's ad in the classified. Maybe we leave that for now, amigos. Line 8, Daisy, you're on the new and improved Lonely Hearts.
Speaking of number two, I totally love my boyfriend, but like the skid mark, I don't know what to do.
Yes, cars and bands have a lot in common. A real man leaves his mark like a stallion.
But I mean, I smell it, but I don't say anything. And he just rolls down the window and acts like it's all cool. Well, it's not cool. Why do men have this problem?
Fernando learned this years ago while playing emotional music. In inside every great man is a wounded little boy, full of fire. Fire from his ass, climbing trees, blowing up frogs, beating up slow classmates, sleeping with your friends. All in the day's work. It is life,
man.
it is love, it is better than words, I think. Undermine of 940 is a guy who calls himself Carpenter.
Hell yeah, I'm a carpenter. I drink all day and nail 2x4s.
Oh yes, little people need love more than anyone. I have one client who calls me all the time. The girls complain he's stuck in the 70s. Let's take another call. Fernando is in charge, riding the phone like a cheap Lucy 96.
Hi, I've got a very extensive pornography collection. It takes up the whole house. What does that say about me?
It says what somebody should say. Maybe I say it. Listen to Fernando. There is nothing like the real thing. It is so silly to spend hundreds of dollars on videotapes of people making passion when you can make the tapes yourself and sell them and make money. Let Fernando heal you like a chiropractor, but not as creepy and addictive. Hello, Frank from Foster Valley.
I wish my dog could talk and cuddle all night.
Jew, stay away from animals. It's not legal. Not even for me. It is no moral. Maybe someday I set up a petting zoo for people like you. When you want to
Of course, I get it first, the others get it last.
Can anybody in this state drive?
Very exotic about him. He could be a boy, but like many locals, in certain lights he looks just like a little girl. He is a real minx who knows exactly what he is doing to her. Oh, wrong page. Here we are. Avrinda took me deep into jungle. And there we took part in an ancient rite of passage for adolescents on the cusp of adulthood. We hunted each other in game very similar to the ancient games of Kiss Chase I used to play. No! Wrong page. Avrinda has let go. I broke him. I thought he meant something. But it seems he would rather become a fisherman than follow me in an exotic life of degeneracy and narcotics as my houseboy. I hate myself. Why does this keep happening to me? Hell! Wrong bit again! Where's the page about watching the elephants mate and it being really disturbing and making me slightly jealous for both parties? Hey! Has someone been stealing pages out of my journal? My producer is jealous. He keeps stealing my stuff and lending it to people. Just last week I heard him saying government agents wanted to look at it. What a load of trash. We have a call, finally.
I just want to tell people about a great holiday.
You mean vacation? We call it vacation. What is it? Searching for a yeti in the Himalayas? Learning to play an alpine horn? Hunting for pythons in Africa?
No, Canada.
But what about a young man to peel grapes? What about fine local herbs?
Hey, it's cheap and it's plentiful. Apart from the rent boys.
And what about the food poisoning? What about the starving beggars? What about the political instability and the chance to eat insects?
I don't want foreign. Have you seen the news lately?
Philistine. Well, if you want exotic, go to Hawaii. They still trade in beads there and ride planks rather than motorboats.
Somewhere else. And finally, is cheese the latest weapon in the battle against communism? We explore deeper, much deeper. I'm Marvin Trill. This is Area 53. Prepare to be appalled. Hello?
Yes, hello. I would like to talk about a conspiracy.
Okay.
It starts with food and our toxic culture, these chemicals in our bodies. You must flush them out, Marvin. First, start by masticating.
Did you say masturbating?
Listen again, Marvin. Am I listening here? Masticating.
I can't believe you hit me.
To really cleanse, you're going to have to do some yoga. The cleansing properties of doing yoga with a garden hose up your ass cannot be exaggerated. Marvin, it's time for your down dog to really have a tail.
I was wondering when my career would hit bottom, and now it's here, right before my eyes. Stuart is on the line.
I think everyone out there will agree that the Russians are in charge now. Foreigners are behind that Exorbio handheld aiming device to decrease our productivity and make our thumbs useless so our kids can't fire machine guns.
I hear what you're saying about video games. People are dying every day of malaria, and it's all because of the messages planted in our minds from that degenitron in the 80s. Line 18. Hello. What are you talking about?
I've been inside everything, seen everything. Remember the first time you did mushrooms? There are aliens.
Don't hit my rod again.
Aliens, and I've held them in my own hands. Everybody, go to the desert, beg for forgiveness.
How do you know all this?
I went to the camp. Believe what you want to believe, but ask yourself, why should I make this up?
The only thing I want to ask myself is how I can keep you off future shows. Oh, God. Kevin, hello, you're on the air.
All the missiles are under my control, not the government's control. Why do you think they put me in solitary confinement for 8 months? Because I can launch nuclear missiles by just whistling into a phone.
Really? Great. Could you wipe out all the other radio stations in town for me?
Hey, I don't do that anymore. I only use my powers for good.
Ah, look. this isn't a cartoon or TV show. Let's get real for a second. The problem with people like you who have superpowers is that you really don't use them for good. If I had superpowers, everyone would be naked. And women signing autographs at conventions couldn't resist me. All right, go into the conspiracy line.
Yeah, this is Montag.
You want to get murdered?
My name's Montag.
Yes, I got that.
Hey, have you ever leveled a house with a helicopter?
No, but...
That'd be really cool. I thought you were a DJ. You used to talk more about killing people with helicopters. I prefer electric cable. I move around people, roads, watching them go through space.
We have a lot of aerospace fans and plenty of murderers who like the show. Inside, I feel like it's time to close the pod bay door and take a rest. Until next time, reset your memory chip and don't believe what they tell you. This is Marvin Trill. You're leaving Area 53. Kiflam!
That was Area 53, where reality is an alien concept. Next up, the reason you're afraid. The news.
Leanne Forget, WCTR News, reporting what makes the administration happy. Today's top stories. Do trees cause baldness? Is noise the new silent enemy of your family? And a special report on France, one nation's obsession with stand-up toilets. Breaking WCTR News. Navy officials are denying that a hydroplane was stolen from a Marine amphibious assault ship recently, despite eyewitness reports to the contrary. Taxpayers on the scene are not happy.
I pay my taxes. That kid is supposed to be bombing school.
And the FBI is investigating possible links between the massacre of Borelli family members and the slaying of the Sindaka family. Unconfirmed reports suggest a similar style of execution was used in both hits. An official commented it could be a wormhole